I'm here with group fitness instructor Tony Sharp, and we just finished the session with ladies boot camp. Why ladies boot camp and not everybody boot camp?
There's no particular reason why. I was just, as far as a lot women want to have a specialized group as far as working out, as opposed to being, associated with a lot of guys. Sometimes guys work out at a higher intensity level than women do. So sometimes, you might want to tone it down or just keep it specific to the needs of a woman versus, necessarily what men want to do. Men want to get bulky and strong and really build and lift heavy weights. Women are really about that. They're about getting lean, toned, and having a lot of energy and cardio, because that's what helps them burn more fat and work out better.
So what kind of exercise do you have especially for ladies, for boot camps? What kind of exercise specifically do you have?
Well, okay, so I like it for women to be able to control their own body weight, at least lift their body weight. So I do try to enforce a lot of strength training with their arms and their legs to try to help build up those particular muscles more than anything else. So we do a lot of squats, a lot of extensions, things to work on the tricep and the bicep to build up the arms, and basically just give them the look that they're looking for as far as feminine, and just, and toning that midsection. Those are the most important things for most women.
Now let me ask you something else, because I think food is also combined with the exercises.
Yes, fitness as far as eating and habits. Yes. It depends on each person is different. There are a lot of different diets out there that people can get on. It also depends on a lot of other variety of things that can affect a person. Some people may have a sensitivity to insulin spikes or sugar. So some people, you may want to just watch your carb intake. Some people may there's different types of diets, just like the paleo and the keto diet and all these different diets they have out now. So it's really all about the person and what it takes for you to know your body. But I do recommend being on some type of diet regimen if you're going to work out, because the thing is, if you're eating over 4,000 calories and you're only working off maybe 2,000 calories, then pretty much you're saying your body's in a calorie surplus. So basically, you're going to gain weight. So if you really want to lose weight, it has to be a deficit as far as how much you're consuming. As far as what you're burning off, what you're consuming, there needs to be some kind of all right, I'm eating this, but I'm also burning off more than I'm eating. So now we're going to look at a calorie deficit. You're losing. You're going to cause your body to lose weight.
And let me ask you, after this very intensive exercise, what do you do afterward especially for your muscle to relax?
Oh, okay. So there's different things you can do. I would recommend stretching. Some people will go in there, maybe take a warm, cold bath to try to relax and loosen up the muscles. Cold is to cut down on swelling. Heat to just relax the muscles. Some people will take foam rolling. That's a new way of like for releasing tension and muscles in your body or whatever, just to recover from an intense workout like that. And basically, they have different varieties of foam rollers where you just get on it and you basically just massage out those muscles you just worked so that you can, relax and take out any tightness in your body. But that and basically rest. And also to help benefit you from the workout, you want to properly intake some protein or something to help your body, work off, recuperate from what you just did, because you just tore down a lot of muscles and all that, and those muscles need protein to help rebuild themselves.
All right, this is Tony Sharp with what do you call it? Group
fitness instructor.
Group fitness instructor.
Yes. So I work for KJTotalFit.com. Yeah, that's the company I work for.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate coming out.
So we're going to continue with more Fitness Expo.
I'm here with Coach SJ, and Coach, that was a lot of fun. But one today has a lot of choices for sports. Can do a lot of team sports and individual sports. Why tennis?
The thing I love about tennis is you can play it or learn it at any age, and you can play it throughout your life. So it's a lifetime sport. You don't need to start young and continue the whole time. You can take a break, or you can learn it when you're 50 or 60. And it's very easy to play with other friends who maybe can't move as well, because you can hit the ball to them, or you can teach them, and you can play in different ages and skills, and men and women all together. A lot of times you play it alone or one-on-one, but you can also play it in larger groups and have a lot of fun with that.
Just because I hadn't played like in 20 years, and it felt like riding a bike that I could still remember a little bit of the motion. Maybe not the aiming, but
Yeah.
And you teach here in the rec center. What days?
Yeah, at the Recreation Center, we have a free senior class that's on Thursdays at 12 to 1 o'clock, and that's in the winter, spring, and the fall seasons. And throughout the year, I teach outdoors at the Takoma Park Middle School, and that is weekday after schools, and on the weekends, usually on Sunday, and then I also do private lessons in the area. So there's a lot of options. You can do big group classes or small classes or one-on-one. So it's all sorts of levels, all ages, toddlers all the way up to seniors.
And in terms of people like myself, we're in terms of shape, we're more in the round shape than, so we have to be careful with some type of injuries or have a diet, or what do you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, the thing I really love about tennis is there's no physical contact. You do want to be in good shape, and I lost 40 pounds when I started playing tennis again, and it was a life-changing experience for me. And I think you can come in at any level, and you can always improve. Even if you're really in good shape, you can get a little better at your different shots and your different technique. And if you've never played before, maybe you just need to get out there and keep moving the feet, because that's one way I like to play tennis. You just keep it moving.
And it's very good that also it's a year-round sport, because you can play indoors now. But in the spring, you teach also outside, or do you?
Actually, in our area, I play year-round outdoors. In the winter, it's a little colder, but if you find a nice sunny day without too much wind, you can play, and you start running around. You have to take your layers off. It's too hot, because you'll be getting a workout when you play tennis.
And what are the recommendations for people who want to start playing tennis? What should we buy the equipment, or when?
Come to a free event. Next Saturday, I'll be having a free event at Takoma Park Middle School. That's April 14th at 12 o'clock for very beginners and people learning, and 2 o'clock for people who want to have a competition and play against somebody and win some points or something like that. But you can also try a local class, come by, see a free event one time. It's very easy to find something locally, and then when you get into it, then you can go to a specialized place if you want to do really serious training and go to college and play tennis, or just have fun with your friends.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much. I'm here with Mary and David from, what is your gym? What gym?
We're called the Takoma Park Karate Club.
Okay, and tell me, what dance are you? I know you're up there. How many dance do you have?
I'm a 4th degree black belt.
And you, David, the last time I saw you, you were like green or blue or...
That's right.
So when was your...
So I'm 1st degree black belt, and just recent, from October last year.
Oh, congratulations, and we'll take
Thank
some merit and that you got it thanks to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Thanks to the rec center.
Okay, tell us about karate. You do karate, or what martial arts do you practice?
Sure, we do karate. It's called Isshinryu Karate. Isshinryu means one heart way. It is an Okinawan style, or an Okinawan style based in Japan. And it's just basically we train a series of blocks and kicks and punches that make up the Isshinryu style.
So there are a lot of martial arts, and everybody say that theirs is the best and the more perfect and blah blah. What is the good stuff about Isshinryu? What do you concentrate in kicks and punches and you were talking before, David, that you don't or you, Mary, that you don't concentrate in high kicks. So tell us would you specialize?
Yeah, I do want to say there is no best martial arts style. They're all great. But I'm going to let Dave talk a little bit about what makes Isshinryu unique.
Yeah, Mary's exactly right. Some people say it's not the martial art, it's the martial artist that can be good. They're very good martial artists in every style. But in our style, one thing we concentrate on, we're traditional, and we have kind of a traditional training approach. We use this technique called kata. It's a concept called kata.
Forms.
Yeah, forms, where it's a prearranged set of movements. And that's kind of what we build on to do our self-defense from. Some schools, maybe they do the kata and they're sort of geared towards doing a competition with it. They go and they compete and they want to win a trophy with it. Maybe we do that sometimes, maybe once a year or something like that. But really our goal is to do the kata and to take out from it self-defense moves. So we do that every day, the kata, and we take moves from that we're going to use for self-defense, to defend yourself against somebody on the street. And the idea with that is we practice these all the time. We learn a few different ways of applying those moves from the kata. And that's really what our approach is with our dojo, is to use the kata to take from that self-defense moves. But what makes our style different from other styles? There's lots of different karate. They do similar things. We concentrate on low kicks, stuff that's not flashy, that's self-defense oriented.
Okay. And what are the benefits of karate? I mean, you can get fitness, or you can get mental toughness, or self-defense.
All of those things. All of those things. So, of course, martial arts is all about developing the mind, the body, and the spirit. So you train to learn how to, you breathe. It's about breathing. It's about good form. It's about physical fitness. And it's about the unity of all of those things.
I recommend it to anybody, really, because we've had students in our club that were as old as 80 years old.
Wow.
I'm 50 years old, so I'm not a young person. Our club is unique that we train only adults. Students start at 18 years old. So anyone from 18 years old, I think on the Rec Center form it says 18 to 99 years old. Maybe if someone's 100, I don't know, maybe they could train with us. But anyone really, male, female, any background. For some reason, a lot of people that join our club are martial arts students already. The last two people we had join were Shotokan karate students, one of them a black belt, one of them a brown belt. So we sort of get karate students to join our club, but anyone could join, really. Mm-hmm. They're looking for fitness, self-defense, and if they're at any level of fitness or experience, they could join.
Part of what we do in our dojo, part of our training is physical fitness, part of it is strength training, part of it is flexibility. So all of those things would improve if that is one of your goals if you were to train with us. When I first started training, my goals were self-defense, physical fitness. And I certainly did improve all those things.
All right, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
Who's? Thank you.
And we're back. We are coming to you from the Takoma Recreation Center from the Fitness Expo 2018. And I'm here with Nancy Nickel. Mm-hmm. She's the Pilates instructor. Can you tell us, for people who don't know, like, for example, me, what is Pilates?
Well, it's just an open kinetic chain. It's exercises that have a nice flowing feel and are really aimed at the core. It's aimed at strengthening the shoulders through the hips more than anything. So, yeah.
What is the main objective of Pilates?
Stronger core, better balance. And I really use a lot of different tools. We use large stability balls, we use small stability balls, we use these small medicine balls, we use tubing, we use bands, we use dumbbells. So it's an hour-long class that goes really quickly. We aren't just on our backs on the mat. We're doing lots of different things.
Now, for the body, I mean, I just saw you using some balls and all that.
Yeah.
And it seems like a little bit dangerous.
No, not at all. Not at all.
To the body, what does it do to the body?
Well, all
these different techniques.
It basically enables you to have stronger abs, better posture, stronger back, stronger area. I try to have gently build more strength through the upper back and the neck, because that's an issue. A lot of people, when they're first doing regular Pilates on the mat, to be on their backs like this is hard. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to gently build strength in the upper body, particularly in the trapezius, the deltoids, everything where the scalenes, these muscles where you need to build more strength. We also work on that as well. So it's easier for people to do these mat moves where they're on their back on the mat.
Now, let me ask you, what age can you practice Pilates?
I think starting from 16 up through any age. We've had people of all kinds of ages and different fitness levels in the class.
No, there are some positions that are very difficult to make. Like I was seeing when you were going with the ball and people were bringing their body up. What kind of preparation should you have before starting this type of regime?
You really don't need any. It's a small class, mm-hmm. and I'm able to work individually with people, within the class. So it really, you don't have to have any experience or preparation.
Now, what days do you give the classes?
It's Wednesday from 6 to 7, and it is a full hour class. Wednesdays from 6 to 7.
So,
It's in the front room, And we even have natural light and soft lanterns. It's very nice.
And that's here at the recreation
Yes,
center, but
yes.
they have to register through
Yes.
through the Takoma Park.
Through the Takoma Park registration process.
Is there any recommendation that you give to people who may want to try but are a little bit afraid of doing it?
Well, I say don't be afraid. Because we've had people all kinds of different levels, and it's a very warm, welcoming environment. I know I've had people who said they had a lot of back issues or felt like they couldn't do it, but they were surprised that they could, and it made them really feel good, and they felt better, all the time, outside of class. They just felt better. The muscles were stronger that were causing them some discomfort, and just all around
wow.
it, just good.
Okay. Well, Nancy, again, what days are those that you...
Wednesday from 6 to 7.
Okay, they can register through Takoma Rec Center.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Nancy, and we're going to continue because we're here all day. We're going to continue throughout the day with the Fitness Expo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I teach Zumba here on Saturdays, 11:45 to 12:45.
45. And any age, or could you recommend this?
Well, I know that for the rec center, I believe they have it as 16 and up, years 16 and up. I've been teaching Zumba for a couple of years now, and I kind of do a combination between regular Zumba and Zumba Gold. Zumba Gold is a little lower impact because I find that a lot of people are very intimidated because they feel like they can't keep up with a lot of the moves. And so what I do is I kind of bring it down a little bit. And when I work with my choreography, what I try to do is to do like a combination of, some higher impact moves. Like you'll notice I have a few little jumps in there and that kind of thing. But I try to keep them mostly low so that your average person can kind of get the step. And then I found that because I teach aerobics and other things, strength training, that I find that with the microphone and cueing, it also helps people because they know which way they're getting ready to go. So as opposed to, being a surprise, okay, we're going to go to the right or we're going to go to the left or something like that. So I kind of cue them along and help them with the steps.
Let me ask you something. What kind of shape you're supposed to be in before you do Zumba? I mean, you could have a heart attack right there, right?
Well, you can, but what they basically say is that of course you never want to start a fitness program without checking with your doctor first. But if you do moderate exercise on your own, some people, I know a lot of people now are doing a lot of walking and that type of thing. And even if you're accustomed to working out or even walking a few days out of the week, you can come and you can definitely come and take my class. So because I don't do a lot of crazy, quick moves and that type of thing. So, but yeah, you do have to be mindful of your health. So, and I always tell people, take your time. You're not competing with anybody else in the class. So if you can't get the step, just dance to the music and don't, we're here to reduce stress, not create stress. Right. So people get stressed when I can't do the step. Oh, it's okay. Just dance. Enjoy the music. So.
Yeah. And you said about the health. You can just do the exercise, or do you also provide some nutritional advice?
Well, I have had people, ask me about it. I always tell people that, you definitely should stretch before you start exercising. In Zumba, they actually have the first 3 routines in class, the warm-up. Okay. That's the warm-up, and then at the end you have the cool down. You want to stretch while your muscles are good and warm. I always encourage people to drink water during the class, because I've been to classes where they don't want people to drink, you can drink at the end or something like that. And I'm like, no, because then I'll be providing CPR for those people that fall out in class. I don't want to have to use my CPR skills. Okay, so I'm trying to teach the class. So I always encourage people to, bring water. Some people like Gatorade, and Gatorade is fine, but bring some water also. So. Because you don't want to have to stop in between, because all of a sudden you start to feel a little strange. When you get a little lightheaded, sometimes people get a little dizzy. I just tell them just bring it down, just kind of march in place. Because when you're moving, you never want to just stop. So you want to just kind of bring it down and, catch your breath and then just come on back. Every routine is going to take your heart rate up and then it's going to bring it back down. So you want to make sure that when you don't want to get like halfway through the song and all of a sudden you go, okay, I'm starting to feel a little strange here. I think I need to stop. So, and you don't want it to be, there. So I always try to encourage people. Now I tell you, I do have one student, she told me this is the only exercise that she gets is my class. So when I have people that they only come to my class, I tell them to take their time and listen to your body. You gotta know how your body feels. So if your body is telling you need to bring it down some, and then just come on back. But
is this something that you just do here, or can you do it at your house? Let's say I want to, like, how many yes.
You want to do some things at home?
Right, like if you come here twice a week, let's say, okay, I want to do it at least, 5 times a week.
You can, then I mean, just some basic things that you can do at home. You can walk your stairs all the time. When I go to work, I don't take the elevator. I try to walk the stairs. When I go places in park, I try to park further away so that I have to walk to get to the building, okay? All of that counts. When you have little counters like this, you could do little push-ups against your counter and stuff like that. If people don't have a problem with getting on the floor, because some people, if I get on the floor, I'm not going to be able to get up. But you can always do some sit-ups at home, that kind of thing to strengthen your core. I always encourage people to do like knee lifts and leg lifts and that kind of thing because it all helps with your core muscles. But even if you can only get in 5 minutes, 5 minutes is better than none.
Right.
5 minutes is better than none. Anything is better than none. So. Yeah, I really do try to encourage people to, get a little bit in.
I'm here with Sifu Robert Thompson, the master in Tai Chi, among other things, because I know you do also Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sifu Thompson, tell us about Tai Chi. What is exactly Tai Chi?
Well, Tai Chi is a moderate form of Kung Fu. That's how you get acclimated with the moves, and the moves become part of muscle memory. So then therefore when you get into the Kung Fu mode and into combat, you don't have to think about what to do. Your body just automatically does it, and that's because of the Tai Chi.
And what does it do to do it in a slow motion? It's better for the brain to memorize the form.
Exactly, and what it does, it put pressure on the body because you go down in your stance and you have to stay there for a while. So then the muscles get fatigued and have to work harder around the joints. So then therefore, by practicing this, you gain strength. You regain your gait from you were like in your teenage years and in your 20s, and it's like you never miss anything. So that's why I continuously practice Tai Chi.
See, I remember it is like 20 years ago that I was watching, there was a TV show, the Tai Chi, so I did like 30 seconds of one, and when I finished, I felt like energized. It was a feeling I had never felt before.
Yes, it gives you energy because what it does, it builds the chi. And that's our natural energy within every living source, including us, and we can build it up and use it to our benefit.
And what days of the week do you teach Tai Chi here?
I teach Tai Chi strength here Tuesdays at noon.
Tuesdays at noon. Yeah. And what do you recommend to people who want to do Tai Chi? Do you have to have some diet or?
Well, it's always good to have a good diet. And eat properly, drink a lot of fluids, especially water. But basically what you do is just be open-minded and open to it, and you can just come in and join us.
And what age? Because we see this a lot of people my age or beyond.
Well, Tai Chi is actually for anybody, because when I started it, I was like 5. That's how I got acclimated to doing the Kung Fu move. So anybody can do it, but it benefits people that are 50 and on up, because what it does, it regains the strength around the muscles, around the joint, and that's where it start deteriorating from wear. So now we're going to need the muscles to help them, and Tai Chi help us to achieve that.
And here you deal with people of all ages and any backgrounds. What do you recommend to people who want to start? Do you need to have some preparation before to get a little bit in shape, or?
Yeah, start by walking, go to your park and just take a little walk slowly at first, then brisk. You know, so you stop and take a little dip for 5 seconds. Continue to walk, and it'll get your muscles acclimated to the moves that you're gonna have to do.
We have reached the end of the Fitness Expo, Takoma Park Fitness Expo, but we are here with Verena Elizabeth James.
Yes.
And we saw you there with the rodeo. Can you tell us a little bit about the bike rodeo?
Well, the rodeo is very exciting and fun to the kids. We teach them the safety of riding a bike, what the precautions to use, and what to do.
And is this part of the police department? We know you're the best coaching guard in the whole state. But is this program part of the Safe Route to School or the police department? Who's in charge?
Part of the Safe Routes to School. I'm taught under the influence of Lucy Lanier, and that's why we do the bike rodeo.
And what has been your experience since you've been doing this?
I've learned a couple of things from the kids myself. It's been a pleasure. That's all I can say about it.
And you see the kids every day, crossing this, going to school safely.
Yes.
Do a lot of them go by bike or they just walk? Or?
A lot of them walk to school, but we have a good majority of them that ride the bike. But there again, we all teach them the safety of the helmet, the knee monitors if they have to, and to be cautious when approaching traffic.
Yeah, and the signs.
Yes, exactly.
To brake and to turn.
Exactly.
And it has to be a pleasure because you see these kids every day, and then they come to the rodeo. It's part of like a family. You see them every day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So where do you go with the bike rodeo? You go from places to places, but where are the places that you have been?
Oh my goodness, we've been to several schools. It's other guards that does this too, as well as myself. We'd go to different schools and teach the rodeo.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's been a very good experience.
Great.
And you said that the main thing is to wear the helmet, put it correctly, the signs. What other things do you teach them? Something mechanics of the bike, or is they are too young for that?
Yes, we teach them mechanics of the bike, the ABCs, which is the air, the brakes, and the chain.
Okay.
And so I think they got the gist of it.
Well, this has been the end of the Fitness Expo. It's been a nice way to close it with the bike rodeo. Thank you, Liz, and invite everybody to come soon to the Takoma Park Recreation Center, 7315 New Hampshire Avenue, and hope to see you soon. Bye.
Definitely.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.